Slavery is one of the most powerful and painful forces in American history. From the nation's earliest days to the present, it shaped the economy, politics, culture, and identity of the United States. America was not only influenced by slavery, it was built alongside it. To understand the country's story, one must confront how deeply slavery shaped America. Slavery arrived in North America in 1619, when the first recorded Africans were brought to the English colony of Virginia. Over time, slavery became central to the colonial economy, especially in the South. Enslaved people were forced to labor on tobacco, rice, indigo, and later cotton plantations. Their unpaid work generated enormous wealth, not only for Southern planters, but also for Northern merchants, shipbuilders, banks, and insurance companies tied to the slave economy. By the time the United States declared independence in 1776, slavery was firmly embedded in American society. The Declaration of Independence proclaimed that all men are created equal, yet millions remained enslaved. This contradiction shaped the nation from the beginning. The Constitution itself reflected this tension, protecting slavery through compromises like the Three-Fifths Compromise and the Fugitive Slave Clause. Freedom and slavery coexisted at the heart of the American experiment. As America expanded westward, slavery shaped its politics. Every new territory raised explosive questions. Would it allow slavery or ban it? Compromises such as the Missouri Compromise and the Compromise of 1850 attempted to maintain balance, but they only delayed conflict. Slavery dominated elections, debates, and court decisions, including the infamous Dred Scott ruling, which declared that Black Americans could not be citizens. Economically, slavery transformed the United States into a global power. By the mid-19th century, cotton produced almost entirely by enslaved labor was America's most valuable export. Southern plantations fueled textile factories in Britain and New England, tying global capitalism to human bondage. The wealth generated by slavery helped finance railroads, universities, and industries that still exist today. But slavery also shaped American culture and resistance. Enslaved people did not passively accept their condition. They resisted through work slowdowns, escape, rebellion, and the preservation of African traditions. Spirituals, oral storytelling, and religious practices formed the foundation of Black American culture. Abolitionists, both black and white, challenged slavery through speeches, newspapers, and activism, forcing the nation to confront its moral contradictions. The Civil War was the ultimate consequence of slavery's grip on America. From 1861 to 1865, the nation fought its bloodiest war over whether slavery would continue. More than 600,000 Americans died. The war ended slavery legally through the 13th Amendment, but it did not erase slavery's legacy. After emancipation, slavery's influence continued through systems designed to maintain racial hierarchy. Black codes, sharecropping, and later Jim Crow laws restricted freedom and economic opportunity for formerly enslaved people and their descendants. Violence, lynching, and segregation enforced inequality long after slavery ended. The wealth gap and racial disparities that exist today are deeply connected to this history. Slavery also shaped America's national identity. It forced the country to redefine freedom, citizenship, and equality. Movements for civil rights in the 20th century drew directly from the unfinished promises left by slavery and the Civil War. Leaders like Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., and many others grappled with slavery's legacy while pushing America closer to its ideals. Even today, debates over race, justice, and memory are shaped by slavery's past. Monuments, textbooks, and political arguments reflect ongoing struggles over how history should be remembered. Slavery is not just a chapter in American history. It is a foundation that continues to influence the present. How slavery shaped America is not only a story of cruelty and injustice, but also one of resilience and transformation. The nation's greatest contradictions were born from slavery, and so were some of its most powerful movements for change. To understand America fully, one must face this history honestly, because the past is still shaping the future.